The TSX is being propped up by metals and mining stocks this afternoon. Gold is on a tear again today. There is some really good economic data out today that is powering the market.
Also getting some job numbers out this morning. They're unofficial, Anika, but they still tell us what we could be hearing on Friday. The unofficial numbers say that the United States lost 298,000 jobs in the month of August. Now, the expectation is 275,000 jobs lost in the month of August as well. For Canada, the expectation is about 22,000 jobs, but there are some economists that are as bearish as saying that we could have lost about 30,000 jobs in the month of August. So this is a lot of numbers to take in one.
Permits are up 18% in the month of October, or $6.1 billion worth of building permits. Now, this really does mean that more construction is going to be happening. That means better manufacturing activity. And also, once people get into those homes and businesses start doing business in those buildings, that's going to be better economic activities when it comes to buying big ticket items like fridges, stoves, furniture, and other things that really do help stimulate our economy. Pooja.
Well, thanks for the update, Rubina Ahmed.
The stock yesterday closed at $76. He has offered close to $100. So anyone holding that stock yesterday is doing very well today, up about 30% in just one day of trading. You were one of those investors that were able to stomach all that volatility at the beginning of the year and be able to hang on to your equities during that incredible rally that we saw that started in about April, May time. You're doing pretty
look at the markets. Hi there, Rubina.
Hi, Anika. Well, yikes. We are taking a triple-digit plunge today on the TSX, down about 190 points in mid-afternoon trading. Really, Anika, today commodities are coming off. The price of gold, price of silver, oil also dipped below $70 a barrel, and that, of course, is dragging our energy sector down. The price of natural gas, Anika, which has been on a slide for the last few months, is now at a multi-year low, about the same price it was back in 2002.
A good example of someone you've dealt with in your business that's just been really cutthroat, that you could say Gordon Gekko-like.
Well, without quoting names, I remember that the investment bankers, particularly on both sides of the transaction, I was always amazed at how fast they could ramp up and make up fees for a particular transaction because they're in a transaction-oriented kind of churn 'em and burn 'em business.
It's a line straight out of the movie. In Martin's experience, the movie mirrors the banking world, and many workers on Bay Street agree.
If you think you've been hearing about this movie for a while, you're not alone. It was supposed to come out in April, then the release date was pushed to September, so it would coincide with the 2-year anniversary of the Lehman Brothers collapse. Director Oliver Stone wanted the global financial crisis to be top of mind when this movie hit theaters. In Toronto, Rubina Ahmed-Haq, Business News Network.
This year, more than $100 million worth of deals are expected to be done during the 11-day festival. CEO Piers Handling says that is one of the greatest successes of TIFF. A rescue mission becomes a recovery mission on New York's Hudson River after a tour helicopter and a small plane collide. The accident happened over the Hudson River between Manhattan and New Jersey, sending both aircraft into the water. Here's a live shot of that mission going on right now. 5 Italian tourists and a pilot were believed to be aboard the helicopter. 3 people, including a child, were traveling on the plane. New York's mayor says so far only 2 bodies have been recovered. However, Michael Bloomberg does not feel the crash was survivable.
Such as this.
The accident happened in a busy general aviation corridor in which pilots operate freely at a low altitude and keep an eye out for other aircraft by sight.
CP24 weather.
And let's take a look at the forecast. We are joined by CP24's weather specialist Gurdeep Alawaliya. Hot and humid conditions coming up for anyone who actually likes that kind of weather.
Yeah, that is on the way, actually.
Let's say good morning to Rubina Ahmed-Haq, News Talk 1010's business correspondent. Hi, Rubina.
Hi, John.
Tell me about the General Motors IPO today, because apparently, and remember, we're big stockholders in this company, it's going to be worth more.
Today is the day, John, that GM gets back in the game. They're issuing 478 million common shares for about $33 each. And you're right, that's worth 14% more than what they had originally had said that they were going to issue the shares for. And this is great news for everybody living in Canada and in Ontario because we own 11% of GM. And this means we're getting more back for our investment. Now, in order to break even, we need to get $51 back for each share. But there is tons of momentum in the auto industry right now. And it looks like as the years go on and we sell pieces of that investment back, we actually might get that $9.5 billion that we first sunk into the auto industry.